Hey guys, Brooke Whipple here. Welcome to my channel. I'm all about inspiring you to get outside and get happy. And today, I'm happy, but also a little sad. Because obviously, summer's over. Fall is pretty much come and gone. We've already had some really hard frost. There's snow in the forecast. I gotta wrap up my garden. So this video is all about my takeaways from my garden in 2020 and what I am thinking for 2021 in terms of preparedness and getting ready for, I don't know, a crazy election, return of the pandemic, shutting everything down. All right, so overall, super happy with the garden this year. Had a great harvest. I did a lot of canning, which I'll show you that in a minute. But this thing is done. It's over. I actually do have a few zucchinis, but everything else needs to get pulled. Oh, and some herbs. I gotta pull some herbs. So before I get started tearing this garden down, I wanna take you back a couple months and show you the height of the harvest, and then I'm gonna take you downstairs and show you some of the things I did with the canning and what I canned. Got lots of good onions and just tons and tons and tons of carrots, which I've already harvested. I think I don't, oh, there's a zucchini growing, but I've harvested a lot of zucchini. Tons of cucumbers. Here's another one that needs to get picked. About to make some more pickles. Hello Daisy, you can't come in. Lots of basil, but the tomatoes are finally coming on. Looking good. Look at all the red goodness there. These sunflowers got way, way bigger than I thought they were going to. Little Bushy's working on the truck back here. Look at all the goodness here. Great, just great. And the corn did good. Beans, beans and more beans. Catnip and dill and peas and all kinds of goodness. So great to have fresh produce. So great. But yeah, I totally jammed too much stuff into this garden for sure. I haven't had a garden in a while, so I was a little ambitious to say the least. Oh well. So good. Oh, Maisie's rolling in the grass. Some yellow squash there. Tons of peas. Oh, they're so good. Another batch of beans I need to pick. Right there. That's a pretty nice haul of food right there. Just some goodies. Lots of goodies. Beans, tomatoes, cukes, and a doggy. Hi doggy. One thing that happened was the deer finally ended up coming in the last, I don't know, couple weeks and tore down my fence. So they got in and were nibbling on a bunch of the, oh, there's my mole. My solar mole deterrent is still in the ground. But these are my old beans. See here though, this is an amazingly huge catnip plant. So I gotta harvest this and get it drying. But the sunflowers are all done. They are gone. And They are already completely picked over by the birds. There's not even anything there to harvest. These sunflowers, they've been picked clean, so that was cool. Got to feed a lot of birds this year. You can see the deer have been in here just chewing the place up. They actually dug up some carrots even that I still had, and I pulled a couple yesterday. It's been nice. See, I've got some onions here I can still pull. Zucchini left to pick, and the deer have been getting into the zucchini. So yeah, it was a totally good year. Lots of good stuff to eat all summer long. I did enjoy my harvest. Hey, check this out. I got another celery growing from the spot where I cut it off. That's kind of cool. Now, I might even still have some carrots in here. I gotta loosen the soil up so I can get these onions out. Oh, there's some carrots right there. A couple fresh carrots. Gonna miss that. So a couple takeaways from this year's garden. I planted stuff way too close together. I was definitely overly ambitious, and I learned my lesson on that. The other thing is my grass clippings that I use for mulch worked so good. I used them a lot in my flower field, and it worked perfect in the garden. Kept the weeds down, kept the moisture in. It was perfect. Oh, it's so nice to get a late season harvest of something. This is really nice. Smell this. Oh, smells so good. Put those up here with the rest. I also did some vertical stuff this year, which worked out really good. I grew all my cucumbers vertically. This is all that's left of the cucumbers now. I guess I got a couple hanging there, but probably pretty seedy and junk by now. That worked out brilliantly. Maze, do you smell those deer? Did the deer get in here? Do you see them? Got some zucchini and some yellow squash yet. That's good. She's like, I haven't been let in the garden all year. Now you can check it out. Yeah, go ahead. You're welcome in the garden now. You won't step on anything. Not gonna hurt anything in here now. I also really like using this twine. It's very biodegradable. Really don't have to worry about throwing it in with the rest of the plants when I clean out the garden. So that's good. All this produce I have left over, some of these old cucumbers and stuff, I'm gonna take to my chickens. They will enjoy that. And these right here are heirloom zinnias, so let them finish drying and collect the seeds for next year. Look what I just found. 3 more peppers. Massive catnip. Oh, it's so skunky. Whew. Oh, here we go. Wow. Keep kitties happy all winter. Plus, try this, some of this in my Etsy store. Organic, delicious catnip. And right here, I have some rosemary. I'll just pull that up and dry that too. So I'm feeling pretty good about the harvest. I'm still gathering things up at the store a little bit at a time, putting it aside in my basement. In case we go back to who knows what, 2020 has been a real interesting year. So it's really taught me to be a little bit more prepared. So I am, every time I go to the store, I'm grabbing a little bit of extra stuff, putting it in the basement, getting water ready, getting extra paper products, just a little bit at a time, because the election's crazy. The pandemic is still out there, still raging. I don't know if we're gonna be locked down again. I certainly hope not. But I wanna be prepared for anything that might come our way. So it's good to be self-sufficient, good to think of getting enough for your family and maybe others in the area or other family members who maybe aren't going to be prepared. So I'm still working on that. If you want to see what I did earlier this spring, I will put the link below. I've got a video about some of the food that I've put away, put aside, that I'm storing for long-term storage. You can see that video below if you'd like. So here is what I have canned. Here's all my maple syrup, so that's good. But I got tons of dilly beans, bread and butter, spicy dills, regular dills, more dilly beans, love those. Got some grape juice. I did dehydrate some ramps, the bulbs and the greens. Spicy Brussels sprouts back there. Got some canned fish here. Did a load of peaches. Dehydrated a lot of my zucchini this year and some carrots, so that's kind of cool. And over here, did a bunch of tomatoes, which we're already plowing through. And then I'm just kind of extra stockpiling here, just some kind of basic soups and paper products, milk. I've got more squash in the stairwell. And of course this here is full of food supplies, all these buckets and pails. This is all extra food ready to go in case of an emergency. It's pretty much cleaned up. I'm gonna leave the sunflowers for a little while. They're pretty hard to pull out of the ground until they're dead, so I'm gonna put these on the front porch and call it a day. I'm gonna go take one more lap on my outdoor swing. Hope you guys liked the video. I'll see you in the next one. This girl in the woods, she gone. Oh, don't forget to get outside and get happy. Happy! Oh, I'm gonna miss it.